and welcome to For the Love of Nature, a podcast where we tell you everything you need to know about nature and probably more than you wanted to know. I'm Laura.
And I'm Katy, and today we are going to be doing a different type of episode than what we've ever done, really. Kind of.
Yeah. It's like
yes and no,
but in a different way.
Yes, so we're going to be doing Could You Be Serious is what it's going to be called, and we are going to tell quite possibly the dumbest jokes you have ever heard back and forth.
All related to nature.
All related to nature, of course, to see if we can make each other laugh. And I told Laura right before we started recording, when I wrote these down and sent them to Taylor, our interim manager, I thought that some of these were funny. And then I was reading over them earlier today, and I'm like, I don't remember which ones I thought were funny because none of these are... Like, some of them, they're just dumb. Like, just so dumb. And that's probably why I was laughing.
Laugh at dumb things, but we're going to try not to laugh. So it's like a try not to laugh challenge.
Yeah.
As much as we can, I think. And I don't know. We'll see how many we get through.
The problem is I can block crap out. That's the problem. I can hands down win this one. Just because I can box that crap away. Is that healthy? No. But can I do it? Yes.
Maybe I'll just shock you.
Yeah.
Or you'll see my face, and then you'll be...
I was say, if anything, that's what'll do it. Just hearing you crack up at yourself will make me laugh.
I'm sure I'm going to be cracking up at my own jokes.
Yeah.
And that won't count. It's got to be you have to laugh at the other... Or you laugh or not to the other person's.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought this would be a way that shows, you don't have to take nature seriously. As we...
Never do. I was going to say, as we never do. All right. Do you want to start?
Okay, sure. What happened when Allie Algae and Freddie Fungus started dating? They took a liking to each other. So dumb. But who doesn't like a good liking joke? All right.
I really thought it... that was it. I thought it was going to be a fungi one. That's why I was thinking about it for a second. I was like, is it going to be a fungi? I like in
fungi joke.
Okay.
One of my faves.
It is. That's what I was waiting for. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
What did the mother tree say to the baby tree during their soccer game?
I don't know.
I'm rooting for you.
Oh my gosh. The puns are so awful.
Right? Right?
Okay.
Red.
How can you tell an American crow from a fish crow?
American crow from a fish crow.
This is the nerdiest joke.
I don't know.
You just ask it. Say, are you an American crow? And if it says, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, it isn't. It's a fish crow. Which, for any of you listeners out there who are like, what? It's because that's the call.
That's the call. Yeah, that's the call of fish crow.
Nerd joke.
Nerds. My son has, or I have, that my son has kidnapped from me. Remember that big bird sound Bible I got in college? Yes. I still have that. Because it was one of those amazing deals at Barnes and Noble's when the front...
They're going out of business.
Yeah, and it's just like all these random things. It's like it was like $25 originally. I don't know, like close to $100.
Yeah. You
flip through this huge book, type in the number for the call, and it does the call, and it's amazing. And Luke, my son, sits there and he goes through those all day. My bird calls have gotten much better just because of him sitting there going through it. So, alrighty, another bird joke then. Why do tufted titmouses fly south for the winter? Because it's too far to walk.
Oh. I was immediately thinking something dirty. I guess we should also... Do we have to make a disclaimer for this? Do you have any that are like inappropriate for baby ears?
One of mine. One of mine
too, but I'll say it near the end.
So. Okay, mine is also towards the end.
Okay. All right, this is just a statement joke. This is one of those. It's not a question.
Okay.
A dung beetle walks into a bar and asks, "Is this stool taken?"
That was a good one. I would say that is a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right. What did the grape say when it got stepped on?
Don't know.
Nothing. It just let out a little whine.
That's a pretty good one.
That one's cute.
Except he's got
murdered. Yeah. Yeah. What wife say when it was murder and nothing? It just let out a little wine.
It just seeped out a little wine.
Yeah, right? Jeez.
Okay. So, while admiring some dinosaur bones in the Museum of Natural History, a tourist asks the guard, how old are these bones? The guard replies, they're 73 million, 4 years, and 6 months old. That's a rather exact number, says the tourist. How do you know their age so precisely? Well, answers the guard, the dinosaur bones were 73 million years when I started working here. And that was 4.5 years ago.
I've heard that. I've heard that one. And like a variety of different like years and how long they have been.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work.
Oh, that one literally took me a second. I was getting stuck on the horns part. Okay, another kind of statement-y one. First beaver. Sir, the river is running at full capacity with no obstruction. Second beaver. Damn it!
I was to say, if anything, your reaction. My favorite. So I don't know if I've told this before. My son, he does kind of pick up. I don't swear a lot around him, but occasionally, it's in context does. And Luke was like really, really little, and stepped out the back door to call the dogs in. And Toby, he's like, and he's like tiny. This is like before the dogs even thought of him as a human. And Luke's like, Toby. Now, mind you, Toby's, one brain cell, can't hear. He's going to be 14 here coming up. Just a few years ago. And Toby didn't listen. And Luke just turned around and just goes, damn it, Toby. Like that, like right and perfect. I was like, oh yeah, that's probably from me. So, alrighty, ready?
Yeah.
What do you call a bear with no teeth and no ears?
Sad.
Anything you like, it can't hear you.
That's a pretty good one, too.
So mean, though. I'm also like, because I did the same thing. Aw, like, no teeth and no ears.
A poor invalid bear.
Yeah, right. I felt so bad for it. Speaking of bears, did you hear that bear 399 or whatever that is had another baby? They thought she was done having that famous grizzly bear that they thought that she was done. Nope, she came out of hibernation again this year, and she had another cub. She's
Won't stop.
Right. She's the oldest living wild known of, like, oldest mom. They didn't think that she was going to have another cub. Yeah. So she's the oldest.
Huh.
Fun bear fact.
Yeah. So at summer camp, we sometimes we have the kids guess jokes or give jokes and things. And this was one of them from a previous summer. What kind of clothing should clouds wear?
I don't know.
Thunderwear.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. What do you get when a dinosaur kicks you?
Dead.
A megasaurus.
That's a good one too. Okay. When traveling through nature, it's always smart to bring a seasoned hiker with you. It's a well-known fact that bears find unseasoned hikers bland and tasteless. That's a good one. It's the same as always make sure that you're at least faster than one person in a group kind of thing. Yeah. Always. What do you call a happy kangaroo? Hoppy? Close. A hoptimist. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. When does soil get rich? I don't know. When Mother Nature makes it rain. That's a good one. Why do fish live in salt water? Oh, wait. I think I read this one last night when I was doing research for my episode. Because pepper water makes them sneeze. Oh, geez. That one's terrible. But right. It's pretty funny at the same time. What do you call a penguin in the desert? I don't know. Lost. I like some of the ones that are just dumb. Just dumb, yeah. Just dumb. All right, ready? What do you call a deer with no eyes? Oh, jeez. I have no idea. Oh, man. That's terrible. All right. So my boyfriend told me to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down. That's a good one. That is actually a pretty good one. Why did the squirrel swim on its back? To keep its nuts dry. Why don't you ever see hippos hiding in trees?
I don't know.
Because they're really good at it.
Okay, you know what? That would actually be a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one, though, because they're really good at it. That's another
really good at it. Yeah, can you imagine how many people you could make believe that?
Right?
Especially
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Did you ever see a hippo hiding in a tree? No. Well, it's just because they're
really
good at it.
It's like what's that? There's that spoof Disney Instagram called The Mousetrap. Like Mousetrap News is what it's called, and they just do like random Disney like fake things, and so but it's so unbelievable. It's believable because they did one recently that they're having Fast Pass now for the bathrooms. And they went on like for $500 or whatever it was. Like you can have a Fast Pass and then you have special bathrooms. It's like so ridiculous that it's believable. I feel like we could pull that off with nature things. And so many people would be like, what? Oh, and horrible.
So you just have to say it confidently.
Yeah, as long as I can definitely say it confidently and people would believe it. What did the limestone say to the geologist? Don't take me for granted.
Woof. What did the tree say to the bush when it asked it out on a date?
I don't know.
I don't want no shrub. A shrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
I thought it was going to be a different shrub joke or a bush joke. Like a different bush joke.
Yeah. No, just a 90s joke.
Just a 90s joke. It's fine. How do you properly identify a dogwood tree?
I know this one, but it's
by its bark. Right?
Okay, here's a good one, in my opinion.
This
is a long one. A man boards a plane and is seated next to an air marshal and his sniffing dog. Soon the plane takes off, and the marshal says, "Sniffer, search." The dog walks along the aisle and stops next to a woman. He then returns to his seat and puts one paw on the marshal's arm. "Good boy," says the marshal. "What happened?" asks the man. "The woman is in possession of marijuana. We'll arrest her when we land." Once again, Sniffer searches the aisles. He stops beside a man, then returns to his seat and places two paws on the marshal's arm. "That man is carrying cocaine," the marshal explains. The dog walks up the aisle again, then races back, jumps into his seat, and poops all over it. "What's going on?" demands the man. The marshal nervously replies, "He just found a bomb."
That's a good one. Could you imagine, though, like being told that? What? I will say, where was I flying out of? Charlotte. And as you're going through TSA, they line people up in a single file line, and you just walk. They're like, okay, go. And you walk one right after the other, and they have like a dog, and it's going around you. When I tell you the excitement of people in that line, like, it was an insanely long line, and you didn't hear a single person complain because everybody's like, look at the dog. And there was one dog that was working, and then there were two on break that were, like, hanging out nearby. So, of course, like, yeah, not a single person complained. So anybody out there who works for TSA, look at Charlotte because nobody was complaining of a long, stupid line because everybody was just
good pets at the end of it.
Everybody was excited to see the dog. All right. Can you tell me what color the wind is?
All
blue
the colors.
Blue.
Pocahontas.
Blue.
Okay, then here's my questionably tasteful one. Okay.
Mine was the squirrel nuts, so.
Okay. A naturalist noted on a walk that St. John's wort is believed to be useful for mood, including anxiety and depression. An older woman who kept asking questions asked another one, saying, "There seems to be a lot here. Don't the deer eat it?" And the naturalist said, "Well, if they did, they might jump in front of less cars."
I mean, that's horrible. That's horrible. So horrible. So horrible. How can you get down from a tree?
Oh, wait, this is something about you can't, right?
Yeah, you can't. Down only comes from ducks and geese.
That's a clever one. I like that one.
All right, I have one more then. And this is a statement one, not a question. The swordfish has no natural predators to fear, except for the penfish. That one is mightier.
That's so dumb. Well, folks, just in case you needed a little chuckle to.
Well, can I just tell my always go-to joke? It's not nature related. So, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast before, but whenever I typically go under anesthesia, I always tell jokes. That is apparently what I do constantly and consistently. Even when I try really hard not to, I do, including That's What She Said jokes.
Which is the best types of jokes.
Yeah, I had a tumor removed out of my mouth, and the surgeon, whatever they're called, was in there, and the tech was like, "Oh, is that like all the tumor?" And the doctor was like, "Yeah, it was a lot bigger once I got in there." And through all of the things holding my mouth open, I was like, "That's what she said." But the one that I always consistently tell when I'm going under, I don't know why, but it's so dumb because I heard it once and I thought it was so funny the first time I heard it. Where does a general keep his armies?
Oh, yeah.
In his sleeveys. I laughed so hard the first time I heard that, and that is always my favorite go-to whenever I'm going under anesthesia. But I normally crack. I just say and I don't even know where I get them, because if you came up to me on any random day and it was like, tell me a good joke, besides the General Army sleeveys one, I wouldn't be able to come up with one.
Nothing.
Yeah, I have nothing. But whenever I'm going under anesthesia, apparently just some extra part of my brain opens up to all of these jokes. And I mean, man, thankfully, like, typically whenever you're going under for surgery, you've already met with the doctor at least once or twice. Thank God. Or else these people would be like, who is this insane lady?
If somebody asked me for a joke, my go-to is actually one that I learned from a kid in camp at Little Rock. And it was, the girl was like, "What do you call a three-humped camel?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she was like, "Pregnant." I laughed so hard. And then my other one, which is not even a real joke, but that's the best thing, is having kids tell jokes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I was telling jokes to some like 5-year-olds, and this one little boy just did not get the concept of a joke, like at all. And he is cracking himself up, and he's so cute, and he's making me laugh and laugh because he's just laughing so hard. And at one point, he's like morphing real jokes into just like continuing it.
Yeah, Luke does that too, because he finds one thing that's funny, so he'll just keep going.
Just morph into another thing. Yep. So then finally, I was like, "Why?" And he said it exactly like this. Everybody, like, guaranteed, this is what he sounded like. And he went, "Why did the duck build a nature center?" And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because he loved nature." And then he just starts laughing and laughing. I'm dying.
Oh gosh.
Oh, kids.
Kids' jokes are the best. Luke, I think one of the funnier ones that he said is he stuck into bed, and it was like, I don't know, 5:00 in the morning. I knew he was there, but I was still half asleep. Rolled over. I opened up my eyes, and he's just staring at me. Every parent's nightmare, just staring at me. And he just goes, what is it? What did the cat call a picture it painted of itself? And I'm like out of it. And I was like, what? And he goes, a portrait, like that. And I laughed so hard. It was so, and I still have the video, because immediately I like reach over, grab my phone. I'm like, "Luke, can you say that one more time?" And you can even tell, even like he's sleepy. But he apparently had
the night joke.
Yeah, he had to come in and tell me that joke at 5 a.m. Yeah, good grief. All right, everybody. Well, that wraps up this episode.
I mean, challenge-wise, I guess Katie probably won.
Listen, I told you I can box that crap away.
I think I cracked you once or twice.
Yeah, you did. I can box it away though. That's just not fair to you.
Katie has no emotions.
I have no emotions. I can definitely box it away. Again. Healthy? No. Useful? Yes. All right. All right, guys. Make sure you reach out to us on Twitter and shoot us a message on there, or you can go ahead and go over to Patreon and support us so we can keep bringing you content week after week.
Yeah, we should be having a really exciting guest next week, so you're not going to want to miss it. Talk to you next week.
Bye.